I'm Wolf from Healing Wolf Coaching, here to breathe with you in this wind of recovery as we walk the path to bringing our lives back to a glorious space of expansion and pleasure and joy. So let's breathe together in through the nose, expanding chest and belly simultaneously. Then exhale the fear. I have a song called Rise from my work in the band The Winterlings. You can look it up. And one of the verses is, the fear within my chest was cast out with a breath. Aren't we all going to rise? So you can cast out fear. You can calm fear by using your breath. And there's something that used to happen to me when I was at the bottom of my recovery journey, when things were really intense and full of pain, full of despair. Just the intensity levels were beyond comprehension until now. Before that, I didn't know a human body could feel so much pain, and I also didn't know how that pain could then lead to a number of other sensations and manifestations like despairing thoughts, catastrophization, like all that kind of stuff. So these flash fears would come sometimes, boom. It was almost like my unconscious mind was reminding me that I needed to protect myself. It's almost like if you're driving and you're almost in an accident, somebody swerves and then it's okay. You get this surge of fear. If something actually happens, you're out in the woods and you see a big patch of fur in the bushes and surge of fear. But in the case of neuroplastic conditions like chronic pain and anxiety and panic attack, that fear comes on, whoosh, bunch of adrenaline and cortisol without any external stimulus. You might have a thought that causes it, but the thoughts are not the way to calm it down unless you have the presence of mind to move your thoughts into positivity, into progress, into nurturing, loving thoughts. But usually what happens with a burst of that fear is it sets off a cascade. It's like lighting a firecracker, some black cats, and so the thoughts go wild. And in the middle of the night, you might worry, you might catastrophize, whatever. So I would suggest calming that flash fear with focusing on breath. Whether you're doing active breath work, like box breathing, which is 4 in, 4 hold, 4 exhale, count of 4, and then another hold with breath out for 4. So 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds. Box breathing, or the relaxing breath, which is 4 in, 4 seconds in, 7 hold, and 8 exhale. Or just paying attention to your breath and making the exhale very slow and long and relaxed. Those breaths are going to calm that flash fear. And we don't want to add to the flash fear. The flash fear is something that is normal. It can absolutely happen with a nervous system that's amped up to protect you. And if it happens, remember your breath. Remember your breath. And as you breathe slowly, you might also think, if you have the presence, to move your mind to something that you really love, to move your mind into gratitude, to be thankful for someone in your life and see their face, feel almost as if they're holding your hand, to reflect on perhaps a hero of yours, someone from a book, someone who inspires you in life. A movie star, maybe. I don't know if that's a good example, but in my case it would be a poet, an author, an artist. Marc Chagall, for example, who had to deal with a lot of craziness in his life and sadness, and still created these beautiful works of art. So if you can turn your mind to that, or you can turn your mind to something, even in your mind, turn your mind to a vision of yourself doing something you love that you've done in the past or you want to do in the future. Maybe it's climbing up a mountain, looking out over a landscape. Maybe it's swimming in some very tropical water. It's clear, it's beautiful. There's sun on your face. You're full of joy. Maybe even imagining yourself eating something you really enjoy. I don't know what that might be for you. For me, chocolate avocado pudding. So creamy, so rich, so wonderful. So flash fear, if it happens to you, know that it's normal. It's not a big deal, and it's going to fade away over time as your nervous system becomes calmer and more present and more prepared. Not protective, but prepared for life. If you need help dealing with flash fear or any of the other nuances of a recovery journey, or you'd like me to get into your unconscious mind and make some specific shifts that are going to accelerate your recovery, then head over to healingwolfcoaching.com and click the link to book a consult call. We can chat and strategize. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you in the next video.